You are now listening to Sir Ink's The Experience Podcast, where we talk about anything and everything kink. Now, this podcast is only catered to those that are 18 and above and may not be suitable for work, or as we like to say, NSF. But remember, you can always listen to us during your private time. Hello, kinky and kinkiers folk out there. My name is Sir Ink. What's good, everybody? It's been a minute. I know I've been off of here for a minute. Your boy's been traveling a little bit. Went back to my favorite place, Rio de Janeiro. Well, one of my favorite places. Went down there to handle some business because I'm trying to get that international travel thing and international stay thing going on. You know, we had a really good time. So this podcast I'm dedicating to the experience. And one morning, I want to say about 3 days in, I took two other guys with me. And one guy woke up and said, I've been to, DR, I've been to, Brazil once, but man, I'm just having such a great time. Like, this is totally different. I feel like I've never been here, but being here with you, man, it's like he says, it's an experience. And I said, yeah, that's what Sir Ink is all about. It's about the experience, the gent, the sub, the gift, the experience. And the experience is when I travel, I never want to be a tourist, so to a degree. Some people travel, they stay on a resort or they stay within a certain bubble. But me, I like to go out. I like to understand the culture. I like to taste the food. I like to go to regular places, especially when you're in somewhere like Central and South America where you can go to a local bodega and get great food for really cheap. So, and couple that with me being able to speak Portuguese, and listen, this is a whole nother level of experiences that we can open up. So, we had a great time. Of course, hit the beach, helicopter ride over Rio, which was absolutely marvelous. So we flew out around 6 o'clock, close to sunset, and, we flew into when the sunset was up, and, we kind of came back. It was like a 40-minute ride. By the time we came back, it was, dark and the lights was on. So I have all those pictures. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then you're seeing some of the photos from the trip, which was absolutely fantastic. One of the things that we went to a few different restaurants, went to a few different areas outside of Copacabana and Ipanema, which was really great. I wanted that experience as well. And one of the things that one of the guys that was with me didn't realize is they say when in Rome, do as the Romans, right? And so when in Brazil, I do as Brazilians. So I'm tank tops and flip-flops all day, or I'm no shirt and shorts and flip-flops. That's how I roll. When I go to the beach, I don't have my phone out. I pull my phone out and my speaker to play a little music, but that's it. And my guy was doing a little bit of photographing, and one of the young ladies took it personal because she thought, or he was, taking pictures of the girls. And one of the things that's going on now, there's a group of guys named the Passport Bros that's catching a bad rep because of a few bad apples that are attaching themselves to that name. The young lady on the beach, back to that, she wasn't very upset, but she was a little ornery. And she told the boy to put his phone away. And my other guy looked over at that. What are you talking about? She was like, no, not you or him, because y'all don't have your phones out. This guy here don't take pictures of girls on the beach, put on the internet, blah, blah. So the guy apologized. He put his phone away. And what we've come to find out more is that guys were down there secretly taping girls in bad situations, putting them online, all that kind of mess. Damn mess. Again, when I travel, I travel to understand the culture, to be one with the culture as much as I can, even though I am still a gringo, I'm still a foreigner. But I like to just blend in. I like to show them that I'm not there for that kind of stuff. I'm not there like, oh my God, I'm never coming back. I'm just going to take all these pictures and, take all these pictures and send them to girls and all that kind of take pictures of girls and send them back to your friends. It's kind of lame, at this age. I mean, I'm 50 years old, so I'm just old, I'm too old for that. Back when I was in my 20s, yeah, maybe. Even when I was in my 30s and going there, I took pictures, but, it was nothing crazy. I like to show, the scenery. And I showed the beach, the girls, of course, back then. But the thing that you really can't describe for people is the energy of the place, the personality of people. And I have to say, Brazil and Colombia, those people are very helpful to foreigners. So like if you don't speak English, they'll try to reach you. They don't get frustrated with you. They'll give you help. If you're in a market and you're looking for something, you're like, they'll walk you to where it is. Like it's very, very refreshing. They're very nice people. Colombians are very, very nice people. Brazilians are very beautiful, warm, friendly people. And I'm sure that most of the places outside the United States is like that. I hate to say that, but in my experience, the places I've been, Dubai, Jamaica, Colombia, Dominican Republic, people are just a little more friendlier. They don't have as much going on as we do. But at any rate, go back to the experience. The experience is that when you have someone that's more dug in, and like even when I went to Colombia, I don't really speak Spanish at all. I know some little, un poquito, right? I know a little bit of words. But my guide that I met through my mentor speaks English. He lived here before. And so he's translating for us. And we went on a tour. And, we're not going to see Pablo Escobar's nothing. Okay? We was in Medellin. And we didn't do no Pablo Escobar, nothing. We took a tour of Medellin and also some other places that I posted before. Great time, great people, very friendly, very warm. I never felt like my life was in danger ever. I was never in a compromising situation. You hear a lot of bad things about people when they travel, but not the case. Not the case in my travels. I've always tried to connect with people that were, genuine and honest, and and that network of friends that go places that ingratiate themselves, like myself and like my mentor, who's traveled all over the world. So if I want to go somewhere, I'll call him. Hey, I'm thinking about going here, there, and he'll be like, I know somebody, or I may know of somebody, but I always try to get a contact to where I'm going. Someone that speaks the language there, speaks English, and also someone that can show me around. Because I don't want to just do the tourist stuff. I want to see what Colombians consider the thing to do. I want to go to where Brazilians go for the things to do, and not necessarily just the tourist stuff. The tourist areas are more. You're going to get people that are going to charge you a little bit more for small things. It's more of a hustle there because they know, foreigners are there, and foreigners more than likely, if they're there, they have money, they have expendable money. So, those kind of things. So I try to get away from that because I don't like being harassed. When I'm on vacation, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to absorb, the environment, the people, the food, the music, everything. So I like less distraction. So great time, great restaurants, helicopter ride. The only thing we didn't do that we were supposed to do was a boat ride, but that'll be for next time I go. But right now, outside of that experience, I went to take care of my Went to take care of some business there, which will allow me to function in Brazil as a Brazilian man, basically, having the equivalent of a social security number there, so I can open up a bank account and I can rent an apartment, buy property. So this is my future goal. But you know, other than that, I know we talk a lot about femininity and masculinity and alpha females and beta males and all that. It's refreshing to be in a country whose women function, or society kind of functions just like our lifestyle. Women are very feminine, even the ones that are working hard, in managerial positions, positions of authority. They still are very feminine women. Outside of that, they're very soft, feminine. They're not pushovers. They're not easy to get with. They're not easy to have sex with. All these kind of things that guys are saying online, which is absolutely ridiculous. If it's easy to get, you're paying for it. But, it's really nice to be around people who smile, who's very soft and feminine, very nice to you. I live in a city here in the United States, in Philadelphia, which is just a little bit more hard. This northeast corridor of the country is just a little hardened. People are a little bit more aggressive, not so much smiley face people, but there's still great people here. But as a whole, it's a little rough. That's why they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Yeah. That is true. If you can make it in this northeast corridor, Boston to DC, yeah, you could probably make it anywhere because people are just a little bit more hardened, a little more aggressive, and there's pros and cons with that, but it's nice to go to a place that's warm, friendly, smiling faces. But that is my experience. What do you think? Let me know about your travels and how do you see it. I really think that a lot of what we've lost in this society, as far as the roles a lot of other cultures still have, and those women are maybe in some aspects not as equal to men as American women are a little more equal to men in this society, but they still are holding on to their family structures. They still get a lot of respect, and again, they're not pushover women. Just because they're feminine and just because they're submissive does not mean they're pushovers. It doesn't mean that you might not wake up in the middle of the night with a knife to your throat. I jokingly say that, but listen, man, you push people, you push anyone to a certain point. You corner a rat gonna come out fighting. So don't take for granted that people from other cultures are just weaker people, weaker women, or weaker men. That's just not the case. They just function different. But when you look at their success rate as far as families and things of that nature, there's something they have right, and there's some things that we're not getting right. And I think it's great to travel and have experiences. Get outside, talk to people, and find out, those things to make yourself better, to make your circle better, to come back and say, hey, look, y'all, this is what they're doing down there. It may equal to success here. Again, once I changed my mindset about not dating anyone outside of this lifestyle, my dating choices have gotten drastically better. Has the talent pool shrunk? Of course. Has the quality of the dates gotten better? Immensely. So, there's challenges in everything. I know when you decide to go into this lifestyle and say, this is what I'm going to do, your talent pool shrinks. But, feel no despair. Travel outside of your own circle. Maybe there's not a lot of people in your area that are into it or are traditional men or traditional women. But get out and meet people. Force yourself to interact with people. Just don't sit on your hands and woe is me. Get out here and go get it. But Again, what do you think? Leave your comments below. If you travel, let me know what your experiences are. That's just my experience with traveling. Again, I don't like to be a tourist. I like to go and really experience culture, so I see myself differently than someone that'll go somewhere and just stay on a resort. That's not my thing. But tell me, what do you think? You know how to find me, Sir INQ, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can always email me at sirinq09@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, peace.